We are live, Lazarick. We are live.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. Don't mind the wings. I haven't done anything with myself this morning except work my hiney off. That's my cigarette. I'll let it go out. So,
What?
Lazarick is here for once. People will come in as soon as they wake up. Oh.
Well, most places out west, everybody's probably been, usually about 9. They're 2 hours behind, so it's still early morning for them.
Where's my banner? Create a banner. I had one. You can fly in here.
He's right on your fucking head, and I can't hit you. Damn it! That would have been.
Is it going? Why isn't it going? There we go. I don't know what I'm doing. Where is everybody? We got 2 people. Show yourselves. I made Christopher. Hey, Be Charming.
Be Charming, what's going on?
I made Christopher a breakfast.
It's a good breakfast.
I've been up since 6 o'clock. I didn't need to, but there was a big thunder boomer, and me and Sierra come running out.
I'm still sleeping.
And I'm thinking, oh God, I left my car windows down. Hey, Sassy Cat and Shadow Dancer.
Shadow Dancer, Sassy, how you guys doing?
So I stayed up after that. I did dishes. I went out. I had left the greenhouse windows all rolled up. Everything was open. Nothing got damn wet or anything. So that was good. I went through my, what did I do? Oh, I picked all my basil and the rest of it's in the dehydrator.
Yep.
Pulled those plants out.
Did the potato bed yesterday.
Yep. But this morning I had bought some farm fresh eggs from down the street from my parents, so they were huge.
Be Charming, doing good, playing with a new toy freeze dryer. Nice.
She got a freeze dryer, yes.
Yeah, Be Charming. I've been working crazy. I mean, yesterday I had to go in for 3:30 in the morning?
Yep. I figured, you know what? Let's do a live stream before we do what we got to do.
And normally I'd be working on a Saturday, but for July weekend,
yep.
Even though it's on Monday, we reserved that Saturday off, so it kind of helps. Because I was too tired.
He just woke up.
Yeah, about an hour ago.
I made him fresh eggs. I made a whole dozen scrambled eggs for me, him, and Todd. And these were big honking eggs. And I made some bacon that I had to use up. I made some sausage patties that I had to use up from the freezer. And toast with our homemade jam that I pressure canned, that I've water bathed canned, or however I did it. I can't remember now. Save Chris.
Yeah, Sassy Cat. Yeah, all this hard work. It did kind of catch up with me yesterday when I got home from work. We could see how tired I was. I mean, going on 3.5 hours of sleep and just a lot of stuff going on. Plus, we haven't done a live since I had my dentist appointment, which I had 7 teeth pulled out over here. So,
and his front one, that one lone tooth.
Yep.
We're letting it all heal because the insurance only pays so much a year. So we're trying to work on that, just what they allow. And between that and Sierra, when she had the COVID and the rash and all that, we a lot of it was applied to the deductible. So they never billed her father's insurance, so I had to call and give him that. So we're trying not to add any more money and bills to it, and do it little at a time.
Hey, Mitch, you talking about lead digging yesterday or me digging?
I did a little bit, but he did most of it yesterday. I started it, and then he came right over, so I just backed away because that's how he rolls. He sees me do something, he comes right in, takes over. That's how I get him to do a lot of things. I know if I start something, he'll come and but I did 3/4 of that freaking. We have
We got
one little
fly. We
baby
got
fly in the
that's
house.
pissing us off right
My
now.
God. I did the 3/4 of the 4x8 raised bed by myself, and then Sierra came out. Hey, Shift Kicker, TH2, B Mitch. My back's feeling better. It's not that bad. That's how I roll, B Mitch. I know, I've learned with him. If I start doing something, he comes right over to.
Chris to the rescue.
Yeah. So I hey, Lisa. My thoughts are is I want to go get 30 to 35 bags of black cow to store by the shed, because with all these diesel problems that are everywhere, at some point things aren't going to get shipped.
Yep.
And next year I want to be prepared. I want to have it and not have to think about it. And at the, plus we're going to throw some in for the fall planting as well. I'm going to throw some in in the potato bed so I can do a whole bed of broccoli. Oh my God, I looked this morning, the broccoli's like that. I have 3 broccoli plants. Hey, Gardener Josh.
Josh, what's going on?
And 2 of them, the broccoli heads are like that big. I never grew broccoli.
Yeah, Sassy Cat, that comment you said about my when I had my teeth pulled, it took some out of me. Yeah, it did, but I still went to work the next day.
He got it. His appointment was 4:00 in the afternoon. They got pulled between 4 and 5. He went to work the next day. I nearly died when I realized he had, because I didn't know he was having 7 pulled. I would have went with him. I would have met him there.
They asked me how many I'm going to do, and I said, go this one here in the front and then all down the side of the top row.
He has enough to get maybe 2 more pulled on what the insurance will pay for the year for his max. So we're going to see. We'll see. Hey, Gardener Josh. I saw all your pictures too you sent me, Gardener.
Yeah, Sassy. Yeah.
Got some good stuff growing.
I need to take a break considering since April, first week of April, we've been doing what, 60-something hours a week at work. Early start times, 3:30, 4:30, 4, 5:30. When I told her I had to go in for 3:30 yesterday, she was like, "Oh my God."
Yep.
And she had to help wake me up so she'd go back to work, go back to sleep. Hooks and hammocks, what's going on, brother? I finally caught my first bass of the year last weekend.
Are you doing just the top? Be Charming wants to know.
No, I only got 2 teeth left on the top over here that I could chew with. And then I'm gonna work on this side here on the bottom where they're mostly broken.
I have this honking big pork shoulder out, thawing out. So that's going to be for dinner one night. I'm going to season it up with sazon and adobo and let it sit and marinate overnight. And there, it's raining again. Sprinkling. It keeps sprinkling. It's not even enough to get the ground wet. And then I have shrimp out and kielbasa out because I'm going to make a foil packet dinner with shrimp, kielbasa. Oh, it's right here. It says andouille sausages, but I'm using Hillshire Farm chicken sausage. Shrimp sausage, the big ears of corn cut in half. And then red potatoes.
Shadow Dancer.
It looks so delicious.
Honestly, Shadow, I've hated the dentist for years. I hated the dentist. I hated going. Just didn't want to deal with it. And this place here, I actually like going because they're gentle. They don't hit you with an okay and then start pulling. They actually let it work in. But yeah, I just everybody that's at work, they're like, dude, you're freaking nuts. Most people would have taken a week off. I'm like, nope, I can't.
Those are some crazy work hours for what you do. Yeah, he's in line behind all the other cement trucks, and they're all got set. They all come in at different times to stagger it, but a lot of them go to the same job sites.
Yesterday we had one job for an LNG gas plant, a couple towns over from where we get our concrete, and
Hey, Giggles.
the goal was 700 yards. They wanted to try to get 180 yards out an hour. That's 180 trucks, 180 trips. That's a lot of concrete. I did 60 of it myself.
Smoked meatloaf video. I want your moisture. It's pretty dry over there, huh?
Ooh, smoked meatloaf, dude. Hey, Giggles.
This morning I got up, like I said, at 6 o'clock. I grabbed, because yesterday when I went to the store the day before, I bought 3 big loaves of the big, thick French bread, sliced bread that I make my garlic bread. 3 of them. So this morning I spackled it all with the garlic butter spread, and then I put the little squares, the wax paper squares, and they're in the freezer, all stacked. It's like this thick, this high on the cookie sheet. So then I'm gonna go and wrap it in individual, like 6 pieces to a package, so that I can pull them out for dinners.
Yeah, Sassy. A lot of people ask me how is it driving those trucks? You have to be literally insane to drive these trucks because they're not easy to drive.
B. Mitch, my son is in concrete. He has a huge respect for the drivers. You guys rock.
Yeah, it's 10 and a half yards of concrete wet going down the road. And you're sitting in the middle of the truck as you're driving, so there's no passenger seats or nothing.
Sassy cat. I'm feeling a little better. It's still. I just told them I wasn't feeling good. They don't, I'm not explaining what it is.
She's doing fine.
I'm okay. It's just uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable.
Yeah, Shadow Dancer. Yeah, matter of fact, last time I think I talked to Shadow Dancer, it was a couple months after I started this job.
Yeah, she had eye work done. So she wasn't on for a while because she had a lot of things going on with her eyes and stuff.
Yeah, I have this job. I'm not complaining.
Never seen him make as much money as he makes now, it's so nice.
I'm making good money.
For us, it's good considering I'm not working.
If I'm gonna go in for early start times and work late, 15, 16 hours a day, that's not a problem. Our boss takes care of us. He does a good job with his drivers. He knows what to do.
Giggles, you never sent me that recipe.
Giggles.
I knew you weren't going to. You'd forget. That's why I was hoping to remind you.
She must have gotten watermelon that time.
I just froze watermelon. Sierra pulled some out of the freezer bags, and she made her own smoothie with it, and she really liked it. So I'm glad I did that, because usually I just toss the rest of the watermelon when I see no one's eating it, but I just didn't want to do that this time. So yeah, we're going to get 30 to 35 bags of Black Cow and put it in the back and have that ready. I got all my Alaska fish emulsion. I do need to get more potting mix. That's the thing. Because I didn't tell you this morning. Mary's Heirloom Seeds. I just ordered 1 pound of German butterball potatoes to try to grow before the end of the summer.
Like we don't have enough potatoes right now?
They were $8.99 for 1 pound.
We got a laundry basket, literally half full of potatoes.
Wait till you see the video, because
I'm gonna give him a little.
I did one. I did one video. I dropped one video so far of the first harvest, which is this laundry basket. You haven't seen what we pulled yesterday.
This is just a little sample of what we pulled yesterday.
I wish I could show you. That's
No, this is about 90% full. This bucket. That's just a sample.
Yeah, we pulled the other two 4x4 raised beds. So that first video you saw me, that's just one raised bed, the 4x8. We did the other two 4x4 raised beds. And then we still have 14 or 15 buckets and what's in the greenhouse.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about those.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, the sun came out.
Sassy, I cut it in cubes and I froze it on a cookie sheet and then I put it in a bag and I haven't tried it. I haven't taken it out and looked at it, but Sierra took a handful and made a smoothie right away with it. So I don't know.
Gee, Mitch. Oh, honey, I forgot to tell you.
I did it this morning while he was sleeping because I want to get one more harvest in, see if I can do it. And
Well,
I think,
well, didn't you say yesterday you bought a bunch of freaking packages of seeds when you went out?
yeah, those are just tomato.
Well, still.
I could
Seeds galore over
technically,
here.
but the German butterball potatoes I never had, and they take 120 days maybe. So I figure if I get them before the end of this month, shipped to me, it'd be August, September, October. We'll see. These took 3 months to grow. So that's what they were supposed to take, 100 and something days, and it was less than that. So I figured I would try. It wasn't that much money to lose, and I was going to try it.
I hear you there, TH2. She's got to have her taters.
I figured that way, that bunch, if they work, will last us for a good part of the winter.
See,
These ones won't last
Sassy
us.
Cat, I'm not touching her debit card. She's got a gun. I can't do that to her.
It's an experiment. I want to try.
Something would happen, and she'd be needing that debit card, and I have it. World War III would be beginning right there over the phone.
The only way to learn is by trying, and I figured 1 pound is not a big loss, so that I know not to try it ever again if it doesn't work. I just wanted to see it. We got 2 4x4 raised beds. That other one, the big long one, I'm going to do all broccoli in for Chris for the winter. I'm going to start it in another month or so, get it in after the hot weather. Then we'll get it into the raised beds and they'll grow for the fall, and then I can freeze it. And he'll have broccoli all winter.
Yeah, giggles.
I just pulled all of my 2 basil plants, took all the leaves off, and they're in the dehydrator now. And I did some already. And
Even my coworkers, they're surprised. Like one of them, I told him, I was like, "Yeah, my wife's harvesting potatoes right now," and he's like, "Already?" Because he knows how gardening works and how long usually certain stuff
But
will
I
take to
started
grow.
them in
And
April.
he's also a good cook himself at work, and he ended up purchasing a couple of jars of her strawberry jam that she made, which was good on bread.
And that was just store bought.
But still. But you gotta think her strawberry jam is probably better than store-bought strawberry jam, considering it's not going through dozens of hands to get processed.
Yeah. I do want to go blueberry picking and strawberry picking, but I think the strawberries are done now.
Blueberry picking right down the street.
Yeah, you go ask them. It's not the old man's property, it's the house behind him.
That own all those blueberries?
Yeah. The ones he covered are the ones he owns.
All right. Take a ride over
You
there.
go right ahead. I figured if I went over there and started picking and someone came out, then I would know I can't do it.
It sounds like a crazy old lady.
I've got one tub of potatoes in there going crazy. Our tomatoes are doing pretty good. We haven't had major heat. Here and there, a few days, we've had some hot days, but for the most part, it's not been bad.
The greenhouse is, like Sandra Moody said, would like give it a name. Yeah, it's got a name, all right. The jungle room.
I found another couple cucumbers on the top. I gotta pick.
Literally, you walk in the greenhouse, you look over, and they're literally taller than her now. They're going past the light into the cattle panels between the plastic, and they're starting to cluster, but now they're starting to span out. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep growing the way they're growing. They're going to go to the other side.
Yep. And I started more cucumbers. I have 3 new plants on the right side of the greenhouse. So that way I could get a fall harvest.
Hey, Free Hanley, how you doing, woman?
Free Hanley, how you doing? She had her hip replacement.
Yes, and I wanted to tell you personally
look at this
that
ring.
Lee showed me a picture of what you looked like after you lost a lot of weight. You look fantastic.
You're my hero. my weight just doesn't fall off.
Whatever you did good.
She didn't have sugar. Like I said, she's my hero. Because that coffee is probably 3/4 sugar.
No.
Strawberry vinaigrette. See, we don't eat all that stuff. We're very picky. Like everyone's
We're
like,
too
make
simple.
pickles, but nobody eats pickles that much here. Not at all.
We're simple.
We eat very limited. I did go crazy with the onions, because I cook with onions all the time. So that's another project we got to bring the metal shelf upstairs and get that positioned on the porch and get it ready. Oh, go slow, Free Hanley. Go slow. Baby steps. Let him do all the work. You just kind of, you know. We're not going to stay on too long because we got things to do. I can't take that other shelf out of the greenhouse because the cucumber's wrapped onto it. So I gotta wait until they're done and not wrapped on anymore. But I do want to get the metal shelf and get that ready. And he did take out sawhorses for me yesterday, and he put a pallet that my onions that were in those long containers, he put sawhorses and made a pallet table and put them up there so I won't have to bend, because I gotta ring them.
It wasn't really a pallet table. I just took some 1x rough cut boards and I put them across from sawhorse to sawhorse and set all the little onion trays she had on them, so that way she could ring them and do what she's got to do.
Yeah, they're gonna stay there too for the rest of the season. I'm not putting them down again. It's easier for me to manage without bending.
Day 3, I'm supposed to walk for 5 minutes. It's beautiful outside, so he'll be with me. I got my walker, and yes, I'll go slow for sure. Saskatoon both need replaced. One hip. We'll need it too. Ooh.
Don't come out here unless you put a t-shirt on. Cover up those ladies. Yeah, it keeps raining.
A little too free-spirited.
So I got to take some of those potatoes. I'm going to put some in my bottom 2 drawers in the refrigerator downstairs so that we can eat out of. Then I'm going to bag some up for all our neighbors, and we're going to bring those over today. And
that was my stomach.
I know, I heard that. Did you all hear that? Then we're going to bag up some he promised 3 people at work. I gave some to Sierra's friend's mom yesterday.
She was ready to offer her money right off the bat.
Yeah, I'm like, no money. because I gave her all a bunch of pickling cucumbers too.
Yeah, I brought a bag of that to work the other day. Those disappeared.
Yeah. And what was I gonna say?
Okay, we are heading out.
Be
I don't
careful
know, be
and
careful, Brianna. Take your time.
big hugs to you. Cover up them. Yeah. Yeah. So we have a few things to do this weekend. Nothing major, just a few bunch of little things that I wanted to get done.
Produce is a friend maker for sure.
We gotta figure out something for the strawberry bed because we were gonna change out the cover.
But the leaves they're growing tall and they're getting wider.
So even if we changed out the cover, they would, but it's lighter than that one too, so it may not be so bad.
No, it won't be that bad.
So we'll see. That's another project for this weekend.
No, we already got critters living in the other beds. I don't want any living in that bed.
No. I can't believe how much the strawberries exploded. This whole thing's you're not even going to be able to see the soil next year. You're not going to be able to see through it.
It's insane. It's going to be a cluster of tomatoes. Strawberries to the point where you're going to be digging for them because they're going to be buried all around in the leaves. The runners are crazy right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these spread.
Now, at some point, do I need to snip off the runners? I mean, after the bed is full, what do I do? I don't know what to do. I do have the green stock planters, but I wanted to put different varieties in there. The varieties that my parents have, I want to order. Oh, that's through Norris Farm in Westboro, I think. My dad told me. And where was it?
Yeah, Giggles. I mean, I'm probably the only employee that will actually bring in stuff for the workers. Like we made the blueberry muffins. We brought in tomatoes, cherry tomatoes last year, cucumbers last year, and I'm already doing it this year. We already had stuff to give out. Yeah, they enjoy it. They'll attack it.
So yeah, Norris Farm has animals and like a little store, and that's where my parents got a lot of their strawberry plants. So at some point, I want to call them and see if they.
We don't need any more strawberry plants.
Listen, I want different varieties. I don't want just the ones we have. I want to put some in the green stalks. In one of the green stalks, I'm going to do all strawberries.
Well, seeing all that and all stacked up and full. You'd be picking strawberries.
But they had some good ones. They have different varieties. My mom told me which varieties they had, and I wrote them down. Where is it? They had the varieties called Early Glow, Cavendish, Jewel, Sparkle, and Flavor Fest. And theirs are much sweeter than ours. So I want to get one of those varieties or a couple and put them in one of the green stalks. At some point, though, I'm thinking we're going to have to snip off the runners in that one. Because if you overplant them, the berries are going to stay small. And I want them to get bigger. So we're going to have to snip some of the runners off next year.
There's one little bright red strawberry in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we have to cover that with straw before the winter, when winter comes, like fall.
Well, you got a couple bales of that.
You have to amend it, add some fertilizer and then cover it so it can soak it in all winter.
Yep.
I'm learning, people. I'm learning. But some of my onions, I can see the bulbing. It's like,
oh my God, the stems are so thick. It's like, whoa.
Never thought I could do it. I didn't grow them from seed, which I may try that next year, starting some from seed, but we'll see because I like the Dixondale. So
And the long skinny boxes that she used to plant onions in, those were like the runts that were in that package, and she thought they weren't going to do
I
good.
didn't think
They
they
are
were-
doing fantastic.
they're doing really good, really good. So I gotta go. I have to go downstairs and take all the tissue boxes off of that metal shelf, and so Chris can bring that upstairs. And then I gotta go to the other metal shelf and take all the toilet paper off that, because we're gonna have 2 shelves on the porch. We're gonna take the table off the porch and put the shelves there to cure them all. Yeah, I do, because my goal is to have a lot of strawberry plants so I can do strawberry jam again, and not have to buy the strawberries. So next spring, when my dad prunes his grapevines, he's going to give me some, and I'm going to start grapevines in the back. We're going to take a cattle panel. We have a couple 16-foot cattle panels, and we're going to put those up and let them vine up on that. In a few years, I'll have some grapes that I can do grape jam with. No, Sassy Cat, you do not wash potatoes. When you dig them, you leave the dirt on them. And you let them sit and let them cure. So I got to get them spread out, actually. But in a cool area, you don't want to keep them. I had them on the porch and it was like 90. So I brought them in, in the kitchen here. You don't want them in the heat, and you don't want to wash them ever. You wash them as you need them, as you're going to cook with them. Dinosaur roams the earth. Make a bean and onion soup and call it tear gas. Other than that, I don't know anything else about the potatoes because I've never had this much of potatoes. I know Hollis and Nancy, he built a whole drawer system where he puts them in on paper towels and he cures them, lets them sit in there. But it must be climate controlled and all that, but I don't have that luxury.
He's also an architect.
Yeah.
So he has the knowledge to build the things that need to be built. I don't have that knowledge. Right. I'm lucky to build a greenhouse. Whoa.
So what I did was those boxes that are behind me, they're empty. And those are the ones that I bought my potatoes from the farm stand last year. And so I kept the boxes, and I'm going to lay them in the boxes with straw, not touching each other, and do layers and put them in a nice, cool basement.
It's going to get hot today.
Is it?
75 degrees.
You need the AC on?
Eventually.
Go ahead. Turn it on.
Guess what that picture's from?
I don't know. When you had teeth?
Oh, you do see that one in the front.
Yeah.
That's from Woodstock Fair.
That's his screensaver. You want to see my screensaver? I just got this new phone, so I haven't had any pictures on it to set a screensaver yet.
That's the picture we took from Woodstock Fair last year.
Oh.
When I was the baggage carrier for Sam and Sierra.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Older than dirt. Shadow dancer.
What?
She's like, I'm older than dirt, she says. Shift Kicker was Trust in God's guest yesterday on the panel. She came up on panel. Well, it was her icon. A lot of people like to see your face. That's why I do this now, and I don't put my icon unless I'm getting up to move and I'm not, but I've got a lot of comments, and I see a lot of comments about people want to actually see you. So that's why I don't show my icon anymore, really.
Don't you store potatoes in sawdust on the basement floor? I mean, basement for the winter.
I suppose you could use sawdust. I don't know. I've never done it.
Ship kicker. Hey, baby steps.
Hey, Sandra Moody.
Hey, Sandra.
I don't care what I look like. Y'all, come on now. Can't be any worse than this. I went and got my hair cut the other day. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, let me feel my eyebrows. I had my eyebrows done. If they're still sticky with that goo, then that's, yeah. Yeah, I needed it trimmed. Now you can really see the white. Jesus. She's like, your hair is so healthy. It's just so soft. I said, that's because I don't put all this crap in it anymore. But I don't like it so soft and fine and I liked it windblown look. But no, mine don't wind blow anymore because it's so old now, my hair. It's all white. You see all that white? That's all white. It's awful. Brockton's supposed to come over and sleep over Sunday because we're going to go to the fireworks. Yeah. So that's going to be on our agenda.
And if we're going to,
We're just going to go sit in the Commerce parking lot.
then he can't be running around wild.
Oh, no, he's going to sit in the back of your truck. Yes, we're taking your truck.
All right. That's fine.
If we have to take both vehicles, we will, because I know we're going to take Sam.
Because I know you're not going to like climbing under the seat.
We're going to take Sam and Todd and Sierra. So we might have to take two vehicles.
Granddaughter came by for a visit yesterday. She cut about 6 inches of my hair.
White equals
Paige
wisdom.
no job. How you doing?
Wisdom highlights. That's what they call them. Problem is I have all brown hair in the back. I used to have blonde, like bleach blonde hair I was born with. For years, it was bleach blonde, just like the most blondest you ever had. And then in my 30s, I started to get brownish hair. So the back is brown. But she says, okay, my salon says it's dirty blonde. But I just look at it and it's like poopy brown to me. I don't like it. And then it's all white. White and brown. I don't like it. But it's not brown. It's dirty blonde.
Shadow dancer. Yes, I can be. Worsley, I had 4 inches cut off and it's still 4 feet long.
Bored at work? What do you do for work, Patriot?
Yeah, I'd be at work probably right now.
I've been up since 6. I'm tired. Yeah. What do you want to work on first today?
Oh, you know security.
Oh.
Chicken Noodle Girl, what's up?
Painting in our new master bed and bath. Yay! I can't have anything new in this house. People are destructive and slobbish.
Well, that's why the kids' room ain't getting painted until they move out.
It's not even just a kid's room. This whole house. It's very lived in, I can tell you that. I hate my kitchen floor. I hate it with a passion. Just hate it. It always looks dirty even when it's not dirty. Even when it's freshly washed, it looks dirty because it's brown and tan.
You got when you tile there, he had that design tile where it's like white and brown. Oh, yeah, it's horrible looking. But if you keep scrubbing it, it'll look like your mom's kitchen floor. Start wearing it out.
Right down to the farm floor, farm boards. Right down to the original floorboards.
Oh, our master bed and bath was an addition that we just finished. Oh, all right.
Pretty cool. I don't know what to do first today.
My mentality right now is still on that couch. I was tired. The minute I laid down on that couch, I was out. And then I wake up 4 o'clock thinking I had to go to work today. And I'm like, wait a minute. I looked at my phone. It's 4 a.m. Oh, it's 4. I went right back to bed.
I've never grown onions yet, so this is my first time, Patriot. I've never grown onions or made onion rings. My kitchen tile is light green.
Happy Two Bears, how you doing?
Feels like the old gang is here. Yeah, I know. The new grandbaby will be here Tuesday, Gracie Jane. Aww. That's so cool. My granddaughter is due on Christmas Day. Pappy Two Bears, good morning.
Well, they're hoping to have the kid before Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Making chocolate chip zucchini bread. You lost me at zucchini. But I know you can't probably taste the zucchini because my mother makes a chocolate zucchini bread that's really good.
We in chat give you permission to take a nap today, Chris.
See, Pappy, we don't eat a lot of different things. So, like my mom and dad, they have beets and they have turnips and they have
Squash.
they have tons and tons of squash. We don't eat all that. So ours is very limited. We have onions, cucumbers, tomato. I did broccoli for the first time, but only 3 plants, which 2 of them are really taking off. The other one's a little slower.
Well, we had 4, but she ended up ripping 1 out.
Yeah, it wasn't doing that great in the greenhouse where it was. I could have moved it, I suppose, but it was not in a good spot.
She did have a head of lettuce growing, but
I did grow some
but
lettuce.
the rabbits got a hold of it.
I did. Remember we had some lettuce that I grew in the fridge?
Oh, yeah, we did. But then you had 1 out there and they started chewing into it and you just threw it out there.
Yeah.
To keep them away from the garden and they annihilated it.
This fall, I want to try iceberg lettuce. I already have all my seeds together for what I want to do for the fall. And I'm going to do a whole bed of just broccoli. I could probably get 6 to 8 in that 12x8 raised bed of broccoli.
Ooh.
I think 6 comfortably.
Yeah.
6 heads. And that'll be a good amount to freeze for the winter.
Oh, yeah.
Since it's just you know what I mean, that eats it.
Yeah, I'm the only one that eats broccoli. Nobody else does.
Yeah. And I have some for Thrive Life, but I want to save that for long-term stuff. Free Hanley, are you okay? How'd it go, honey? I know that is a nice name that her grandbaby's going to be.
Yeah, the bugs are crazy this year.
Yes, Patriot. That's what he said. Broccoli and cheese. What's a good cheese to use for that? Like I have a big thing of Velveeta in the fridge. I could melt that over it. I don't know. Oh, chicken noodles making lasagna. I was thinking Olive Garden tonight because the kids got Olive Garden gift cards from their dad a while back. And I know Sierra loves pasta. Todd doesn't want anything from there. He does not a fan of Olive Garden. So
Velveeta.
I was thinking Olive Garden.
Oh, I was telling some of the guys at work about your lazy man lasagna you made. Their eyes lit right up. They're like, ooh.
I might double it, like do double layers of the ravioli instead of just one single layer, because it's like, I don't know, it just seems too thin to me.
That was perfect.
Is it perfect? I don't know. I bought another bag of lasagna. Ravioli the other day. I know, Sassy Cat. I love their salad too, and I love their pasta fajoule, and I love their breadsticks. Hey, Firefly. Thing is when I go to Olive Garden, I get the chicken scampi, and I can get 3 to 4 meals out of that because I bring it home and I fill up on the salad at the restaurant, and then I bring my meal home.
Hey, Firefly.
I say we might go, but we may not. We depends on how we feel.
Think I want to go back out there after I gotta go move 35 bags of Black Cow? That's the Home Depot we gotta go to. Forget it.
In Oxford.
No, Auburn. I went to Auburn to get.
I know, but the Oxford has it too.
They may say they have it.
Well, we can go get the food first and then stop and get the Black Cow. Well, we're gonna have 2 different vehicles, so maybe not. Maybe we'll just stick with one vehicle, and I'll do BJ's another time. I keep putting off using my coupons, and I really got to use them, but I didn't make room in my freezers yet either. I got to do that.
Yeah, she can call and order and have it, and it'll be ready when we get there.
Yep. Firefly wants to know what your plans are for the holiday.
Nothing.
We're gonna go look at fireworks Sunday. We're gonna go sit in the insurance parking lot, because where they're lighting them off, it's gonna be a madhouse and tons of people. And I just want to park where we can get in and out like we did that year. Remember?
Yep. Yeah, because over at Webster Lake where we do the fireworks, it's to get in there and get a spot. One year I went, and of course I had a cast on my leg and I had to hobble freaking 3 miles to get there. But somebody was nice enough to let me sit on the hood of their car to bring me down there.
So you could break the other leg.
No, you can only go 2 miles an hour. So stop and go, stop and go.
This was when he was young. I didn't know him then. You all sound like Mr. Handsome and I when trying to decide to go somewhere.
Yeah, because she'll do that. She'll be like, oh, what do you want for dinner? I was like, I don't know, whatever you want. No, what do you want? I'm like, whatever you're thinking about, Lee. Like, well, it's up to you. I don't care. I'll eat whatever.
I just don't want to cook. We don't have to go there.
Then to top this off, I'll make something out of the freezer. I'll get done eating. She's making an order for Jimmy's Pizza or the Chinese place down the street. And I'm like, why did you do that? Do what? I make something to eat from leftovers or out of the freezer, and now you want to order dinner. What in the hell are you doing, Lee?
You know why? Because I probably had some of those leftovers for lunch already, and I didn't want them for dinner again, too. You were gone at lunch at work, so you're just coming home and having leftovers.
Instead of having a major divorce-attempting argument about what we're going to have for dinner, it'll be silence for half an hour. I'll go and make something, and then all of a sudden, hey, you want something for Jimmy's Pizza? I'm ordering. What the hell? I just got done eating. Really?
So it's kind of like that wonderful communication you have going on with me. Now, how do you like it? Because I'm supposed to mind read him. So now he
Well,
sees
you
how
should
it feels.
know I'm gonna eat whatever you're gonna order, which I don't care. But she always asks me, "Well, what do you want? What do you want?" I was like, "I don't care. Either way, I gotta go get it."
The boys are going to watch fireworks, and I'm staying home.
My
Maybe
gar-
they can film it.
my gardens are booming this year. I prepped the ground with black cow and have been feeding them with swamp water, liquid fertilizer I made in a 36-gallon barrel.
Nice.
Grass clippings, water, let it rock.
Yep. 35 bags of dirt in my Infinity would make the tailpipes drag asphalt. Ah, I'm picking up my boy after work today. Oh, that's good. You get to spend some time together.
Hey, Kara, how you doing?
To be a fly on the wall in that house. Why do we need 2 dry erase boards? Yeah, you know how I'm doing a chore list for Sierra? She said, use a dry erase board. What did we do with that big one that you asked if I wanted?
It's ashes at the barrel now.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Because when we were cleaning the garage, I asked you want to keep this? No, go put it by the shed and burn it. Okay.
It's about the size of this whole wall, so it's too big for anywhere in this house except for right here.
It was like a 2.5, 3 foot by 5 foot dry erase board.
It was in an office.
No, we picked that up from
Yes,
the old golf course place.
but it was from an office.
Yes. And it's been sitting in the garage, not doing anything. So I asked her, you want to keep this or what? And she said, no, go put it by the shed and burn it. Okay. And now she's asking about it.
I know, because the whole chore thing, but we're going to write it down on paper and just that way she can check things off.
Yeah, do it that way.
I'll make copies and then she can check them off or whatever.
Because you got to think, if it was a dry erase board, she could just walk by and go.
I could put all the chores and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then she could check off the things she did. Yeah, I might do that. Oh, one in the bathroom and one in the kitchen. No, I don't want dry erase boards all over my house. My house already looks bad enough. So much I want to do. I want to go blueberry picking. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Gee, yes, it does. My husband never wants to decide, but he's the picky one. But that's these two back here. They're the picky ones.
Yeah.
She knows I'll eat whatever, just about whatever. And I know it won't be zucchini, squash, or any of that stuff because she don't eat that.
Nope. I thought he liked squash, but I guess not.
No. Ugh. I'd rather shit on the shingle and put syrup on and call it pancakes. Either that or attempt to chew on a crayon. Kristen Lee, did you get any rain up your way? We got a sprinkling is all dry here. It must have rained this morning because I'm still seeing parts of the road still a little wet, like with the cracks in the road. It must have rained this morning and it sprinkled a little bit after that, but then it stopped. We haven't been getting much rain up there. Like the other day, it rained a good amount, but not enough to drown the plants.
My mom doesn't have many blueberries right now.
No, but they do have 75 trees up there.
Yeah, they're not really out. There's some, but not enough. And she sells them, so I don't want to go up there and just pick her clean. You know what I mean? Because she won't take a lot of money from me. She never does, and I have to force her to take money.
Don't say anything. Just put it in a little drop box. Yeah, that's what I told you.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I want to get like lots and lots and lots, pounds and pounds. So going there wouldn't be beneficial. I mean, I want lots.
Be charming. Sandra Moody, right? Mine's not too picky, but still 50 years old, deciding what to feed. All is just too much.
Blueberries. Oh, my ankles are tight. So yeah, I think we're gonna drop this stream in 5 minutes because I went way over a few other times, so I lost a lot of my hours and I didn't make it very far in the month because I don't have the paid plan. So I'm gonna try to keep it at an hour each time I go on.
It's a new month.
Yeah, it started yesterday for me, but I don't want to have no hours by the end of the month.
All right.
You know what I mean? So I try to keep it at an hour now. I'm trying. You should make. Nobody would eat blueberry jam here. Nobody eats blueberries pie. The only person that really eats blueberries is Sierra. I'll do it in muffins. They'll have them in muffins. But that's pretty much it. Or blueberry bread. Even jam's gonna last a very long time here because Todd's the only one that really eats it. Like I put strawberry jam on one slice of bread for him today with his eggs and sausages and bacon and stuff, but I don't cook breakfast all the time. It's once maybe a month if that. So we don't really don't eat pancakes here either.
No, the only time it's very rare we do pancakes.
Very rare.
Unless we're out and about early in the morning and we stop at McDonald's, I'll grab a big breakfast like I did last week.
Chris doesn't cook. He would never get up and just make himself pancakes. I could teach him and he still would never do it.
I know how to make pancakes.
Oh, so he knows how. I've never seen him do it. So that tells you how
I
often.
don't mess with your kitchen.
I know. Sierra was putting some stuff away and I found one of my pans down under the cabinet where it should have been up on that shelf that he built. I was like, I'm looking and looking. I'm like, where is that pan that's supposed to be there?
I stay away from her kitchen. Her kitchen is her domain.
Can you go in your pool? Oh, yeah, we could go in the pool this weekend. I make a blueberry lemon buckle cake. That is pretty good. Ooh, minus the lemon. I don't like lemon.
Oh, speaking of pools, my buddy Scooter from Westfield, he did exactly what I told him to do, how we did our pool. His water came out crystal clear. All he had was a couple more leaves to get.
Yeah.
And that's it. He called me up the other day.
What did you tell him to do?
What we did with the whole process, with the algaecide, the alkalinity rise,
the
calcium hardness. He did all that because his wife was just going out there every day pouring a gallon of shotgun every day. And he was like, no.
Huh.
And it wasn't really doing anything, but he went and did that whole process I told him to do. And he's like, dude, it's crystal clear now, man.
Nice.
But their pool is different. They have a drain at the bottom of their above ground pool. Because they never bought the pool. The pool came with the house when they got the house. And the guy that had the house, he must have been like one of them richy type of people. Like he's going to buy the best of the best. And it's also got a heater system for the pool water. And he's like, you think I'm going to jump in my pool in the middle of December? And I was like, I don't know, Scott. We are insane people. And he's like, yeah, but I'm not getting in the pool in the winter time.
No. No, I don't like lemonade. I don't like anything with lemon. Sierra and Todd do. I don't. I buy them their own lemon drinks and stuff. No, I don't like anything with lemon. I don't like the taste.
Joe Morgan, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Okay, peeps. Happy 4th. Have a good day, Shadow Dancer. Joe, hello. We are going to drop the stream now because I do have to go and we got to get things started today on this homestead. I got to get this man up. Got things to do. I have such a list. I don't know what to do first. But everybody have a great day. We'll see you all on the next one.
Later.
Happy 4th, everybody. Stay safe.